whatever. So welcome to our Success Connect Mastermind. It is April the 13th. And I don't know if anybody knows this, but on the calendar, I read today, it's International Day of Pink. So I don't know what day of pink.
Peak. Okay, pink. Like pink iced tea?
Pink. I don't know.
I was thinking Cadillacs, but iced tea works too.
Oh, yeah, iced tea. Okay, she does. I thought she said peak. And I was like, nah, peak. Pink. I don't think this really looks pink. So unfortunately, I thought I was doing a good job, but it's more peach. But anyway, if you didn't know that, well then there's some holiday every day. I will tell you, if you look at your calendar, there's something always out there. Angie's going to join us. Yay. And so anyway, we will go around. We'll let Diane go last, and hopefully Jim will join us. And if he doesn't, we'll do it without him. That'll be a bummer. You will text him. Okay, good. So anyway, let's see. We'll go. She's texting. Linda, do you want to start? Just share who you are, what you do, and maybe where you are too, since we have some really interesting locations here today.
Yeah, sure.
Linda, go ahead.
So Linda Lewis, the business is called Cash Overlooked. And I am a business strategist, so help people strategize how to grow their business. And I meet with people, and in 45 minutes, I'll show you how to triple your leads, double your sales, and increase your annual revenue by $30,000 to $100,000 without you having to spend money on marketing budgets. So that's a short summary of what I do. Happy to meet with anybody in this group. After we meet, I provide people with a profit acceleration roadmap that gives you that roadmap that we just talked about in the meeting about how your specific business, based on where you are right now in business, can accelerate in the fastest, most direct line possible to get to that place where you're making that extra $30,000 to $100,000. How do you actually put that in your pocket? You get a roadmap on how to do that.
Yes, and for our members of this and for our TTR members, which this is kind of the exceptional group, that's something free. So please, and that is valued almost $1,000, the work she does. And that's got me started with her, and poor lady can't get away from me. After our meeting today, she's got so many things that I'm still like, I got questions. It doesn't matter. She's doing a great job. And we've got Jim with us, but we're going to let him we're going around, Jim, and we have Diane with us today that's going to go last. Diane is in Massachusetts, and she's going to share after everybody else. Just doing introductions. So I don't know. I can't see everybody on the screen, but Danielle, you want to go next, and then we'll have Angie. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, yes, I am Danielle Vallet. I am currently in the Netherlands. I am originally from California. I have my practice, my company, the Envision Health Integrative Nutrition and Wellness. It's a holistic wellness approach to health care, not just medical care, but health care. And, coming to rebalancing everybody from heart, mind, soul, the works, everything. I leave nothing out, the bottom of your feet, everything. But, so the point is that I am a ketogenic integrative health practitioner, and I help people get to the root of their health problems.
Yay. And I don't know if all of us who are on here, but it had EO on your screen before your picture came up. Yes, that's very cool. I don't know if I've seen that till today. So that's very cool. Thank you.
Yeah. I'd like to tell you, my daughter, she designed that. I'm telling you, if you ever need help with computers, just let me say.
Your daughter does it. Good for you. Good for you. I don't know if I've noticed that yet. So that's very cool, Danielle. Thank you for sharing.
You.
And Angie, I think you and Danielle and all of us kind of got on the same time, but Angie, what do you do? Who are you? What do you do?
Hey, everybody. I help you get your glow on. Everybody's concerned with clean ingredients these days in your body, in your cleaning fluids, but how about what you're using to take care of your aging skin? I'm with Ever Skincare, and we were the first clean beauty brand to market with clinical testing. So you know that everything you buy from me is going to do what it says it does. And I'm in Carmel, Indiana, which is a suburb north of Indianapolis, Indiana.
Yay, thank you for saying that. She just got back from where?
Key West.
Key West.
Yes.
So if she looks tan, it's because she is tan. I'm just saying, she's tan. She looks really good, actually. We're very envious. And Nicole, are you there? I can only see 6 people at once. So unfortunately,
Yes.
there you are.
I'm here, but I'm choppy. I apologize. I'm unstable, but I'm so glad to be here. I'm in and I'm going to say Carmel, Indiana. I'm in Westfield, Indiana, kind of very close, maybe a blink away from Carmel. I'm Nicole Williams. I am an appreciation advisor. I get to celebrate people every day, and with kindness, I also coach business owners and entrepreneurs how to use our wonderful marketing system, Send Out Cards,
Yay.
and it strengthens their relationships in both in business and personal situations and increases their earning potential. So that is me. So
Love
glad to be
it.
here.
I love it. Well, I just noticed you were reading it and I'm like, yes.
I've been mixing up my words a little.
Yeah, no, you did a great job. So thank you. Jim, we're not punishing you because you were last. We'll let you go and then we're going to hear from Diane. So go ahead. Mr. Commitment, Captain Commitment.
Okay, what I do is, Captain Commitment. I help parents augment their children's education to help in STEM, which is science, technology, engineering, and math, by offering a platform where we bring instructors, which are teachers in the STEM world that work with kids in elementary, as we focus on elementary kids between kindergarten and 6th grade. And we also bring in manufacturers, and it's all put together on a website, which is a gamification site, which not only do they have fun with the videos and projects we have on the website, but also they earn points and credits every time they do something on the web, whether they're just logging in or watching a video. And with the credits, we have a store that they can buy stuff, merchandise that's offered by the manufacturers. Usually it deals in STEM. They could be STEM projects or things like books and other things. So it's a great opportunity for parents to have one location. It's a great opportunity for teachers to have a place where there's a large group of people that are interested in what they're trying to teach us on the side. So that's what I do, Prodigy STEM Club, and I'm Jim Matthews.
Yes, you are. And what is the website again, Jim?
ProdigySTEMClub.org.
.org. Okay. Just so people, because if Diane wants to check it out or any of us want to check it out, I just highly say I've been following Jim for years, and this is just really cool to see where people go with things. It's pretty cool. Diane, we're so glad you're here. Thank you for being here. Can you just, your elevator pitch, but these are nice people, so don't worry about it.
First of all, thank you for inviting me.
Sure.
And I apologize if I popped up, but my dog was barking and you wouldn't have been able to hear me over her barking. I do 2 things. I am an employee benefits advisor with AFLAC. You probably all know the duck. I sell employee benefits to small and medium-sized companies from like 3 to 200 is pretty much the market I focus in. And I've been doing that for about 10 years, and I love helping people. Not an easy job because it's a 1099 commission only, but I enjoy it. But so I have another venture that I started, and that is I now have an LLC. As a real estate investor, and I am trying to build a rental portfolio, as well as finding some houses to renovate and probably keep for rental, maybe flip. And I'm in New England, so it's a great place to have short-term rentals. So I'm also looking at that. So hopefully I'll eventually transition out of Aflac and do my real estate full-time.
So, and Diane and I met, oh goodness, probably over a month ago. Angie, you know where we met? We met on the call that you suggested by the guy that, what's his name, Diane?
Andy Winnig?
Oh, yeah.
We were on that call and we were in a breakout room together. And I don't let anybody find this one because we had a few nice we talked a little and we ended up, I was like, I know I've got to talk to this lady. So then she and I had a very nice conversation about a week ago or whatever. And it just was cool. The real estate investing that you're doing, I mean, you could do that anywhere, right? I mean,
Yes.
yes. So that's,
I'm always looking for people to partner with. And in fact, at the end of this month, I'll be going to Dallas for the world's largest ever women's real estate investor networking conference in Dallas.
so, yeah. So she's very, I mean, I was just really excited because we had a lot of things that, I was like, well, the Aflac I used to sell, but I don't know if I can help you there, but then she just got a lot of great things. So we're glad you're here today for sure. And everybody else, thank you so much. And Margaret she's just got 20 zillion things going on. So we're gonna get going. I think it's well spent to go back and talk about what we're doing. We've been talking for a month and a half now, and we've had Larry Levine. We had a wonderful session with Linda about a month ago. By the way, Linda is going to be the presenter next week, and we're just going to let her kind of surprise us. But today I do have, let's see if I can do it. Is it going to come up? Is it going to, there it is. All right, so we're going to first check in with Jim. Captain Commitment check-in. I'm trying to be cool with that check-in thing. I don't know if you remember, Jim, you have some stuff you wrote down?
I sure do.
Okay, good, thank you. And then we're gonna really quickly, we're not gonna dig into all of these because as I was doing this, I thought, no, we're not gonna get to all of them, but we started talking about it a little last week and Angie was on vacation and, so we'll touch on it. And then I want you to be thinking about stuff that you want to, discuss with the group. And we have plenty of time. So Jim, let's go with you. And I'm going to bring it back here. And then we have our commitments for the end for next week at the end of our meeting. So we're going to stop and so everybody can see each other. Jim, what do you got? What's our commitments? What did they say?
Let's see, 1 second here.
So Diane, what we do is we do a captain. Jim's our captain commitment because he's the only guy in the group. But we talk about commitments at the end of our meeting that we then talk about at the beginning of the next meeting and see how we did. So Jim keeps track of that for us. So.
Okay, so I can start with you, Jennifer.
Uh-oh.
You have something you're working on for Success Connect, something about 12-month calendar.
You know what? And I have that, Linda, we didn't even talk about that. I found it, but we've got a couple other things. But there is a 12-month calendar that is out there that we're going to adapt, Nicole, for TTR and for everything. But I found it. Let me say that. I haven't gone to the next step. That's a good excuse, right? I haven't quite got, but I have it. So I guess that was my first objective, to find it. I found it. So I'll leave it at that.
Okay, good. And next up is Linda Lewis. You said you were going to develop a list of 26 topics to speak on.
So I didn't make it to 26, but I got about halfway there. So I will just continue that one for the next round. But yeah, it was fun identifying the topics that I'll be speaking on and getting that down.
And is that for your group, Linda? Your mastermind group, or is that for?
It's actually for the, well, it's a combination of the mastermind group, but also mostly it's the free talks that I'll be giving.
Okay.
To
Okay.
educate people about how to grow their business.
Kind of like what we were talking about me doing on videos, kind of.
Exactly. Yes.
Exactly. Okay, I see how it works. Okay. Sorry, Jim. I get involved. Go ahead.
Okay, I got Nicole, and you were going to watch a video on importing and exporting your CTM, something like that.
Yes. And it just sounds so easy. Watch a video, but you can't just watch a video. Yeah, I like to, sometimes you can put like a video on and put your face on in the morning and just listen. But this is one where you actually have to see it and do it. So it's kind of like a tutorial. And I apologize, I did not get to it.
So what we'll have to do is we'll just have to do it. We'll just do it because it's really.
And part of my thing is like, because I'm working on another newsletter, and I'm like, do I just combine them? But I like what you did, Jennifer, because you're so sweet. You give me like examples, and yours is separate, so maybe it needs to be separate, but I get, entangled because it's like kindness and helping build your business. So
The other part of that is she didn't tell you guys, she's a certified happiness coach.
yes, I have a certification. So I'm
There's
so excited.
actually a
So, yes.
certification for that.
There's certified happiness life coach. So it's kind of like other coaches, but it's just bringing more joy into your life and to kind of help your life be more productive.
Go.
A little more joy. Yes, agree.
Yeah. Think about tagging people. They can all be in one main thing,
Thank
CRM.
you. See, that's what I'm thinking. And I'm like, why learn this whole thing when I can just copy and paste it and put it in another one? Thank you, Linda. Like another, rather than have like 3 different newsletters. I don't know.
Right. Yeah. Well, that makes sense completely. That's what Linda does, though.
I'm stuck. So Linda does different newsletters.
No, she just helps people get their brain in gear, is what she does. That's what it is. Okay, keep going, Jim. Sorry.
Okay, Danielle, you had something for us. 3 downloadable printouts for download freebies, I think is what you're going to do.
Yes, that's correct. And am I muted?
Nope.
Am I? No. Okay.
Nope.
I got, because I wanted quality, I got 1 done, but I got 1 well done as opposed to 3.
Good. That's
Can we
good.
see it?
Thank you. I'll send it to you all, or I'll send you all the link. I don't know how from my phone. I'm sorry.
And her
Oh, no,
daughter's.
that's okay. You can do it in email if it's easier. I know you're on your phone right now,
Okay.
but I'd love to see
Okay.
it.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, because it's one thing I know a lot of stuff, and it's hard to, and that's not bragging, it's really a difficult thing when you know so much about a lot of things, to narrow it down and make it make sense, where it's also communicable and engaging enough where people don't just roll their eyes and say, oh my gosh, another science article, And so and then, of course, I had my brainchild over there on the side. Are you sure? Don't you want to make that a little bit more simpler? Oh my gosh, leave me alone. So yeah, I'll be glad to. I'll send it amongst. I have the group email at least connected to the reply alls. So cool, that works too. Cool. Yeah, I'll send it all to so that you all can see it, and then I will gladly accept criticism, because I am one I learn from it.
Well, I love the topic of what your business is, the health
thank
and
you.
Nutrition. And I mean, I think the majority of the people in my world anyway are always bombarded with different ways of being healthy and that. And I would love to see what your perspective is on that.
Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. Wow, cool.
Have a 1-to-1 with her. You'll be that much more enchanted with all of her just and where she's come from and where she's trying to go. So I enjoyed it.
Awesome.
very
Let's
much.
do that, Danielle. I'll reach out to you.
Cool. Yeah, please. Yeah. I'm gonna move to another place. There's lighting and my charger is, so forgive me.
Okay, Jim, who's next? Anybody we
Yeah,
missed?
there's no lighting.
Margaret's not here.
Oh, no.
And Angie, did you have anything you were working on?
Well, 2 weeks ago in the last call, I was doing really great with my CRM and clearing all my tasks every day, or at least weekly. My next thing was to add more people into that task list. However, 3 days after that call, we went to Key West. So no, I did not accomplish that. So, being a business owner, a lot of times we can take our work with us, and what I do can be done completely on my phone. And so I stay in contact with customers, but this trip, I didn't work at all, like not at all. And I can say my husband normally works about 4 hours a day when we're on vacation, and he didn't either. He did a couple calls that he had scheduled, but it was totally unplugged vacation, and it was awesome. But I will tell you, here we are Wednesday, and I haven't gotten back to it. There have been so many getting back from vacation. Where was I with this? We got insurance stuff we're dealing with and all of that. And so I was kind of looking forward to this call because I get energy from other people. So being on this call and hearing that you guys have all been hard at it while I've been playing will kind of help me focus my mind back on what I need to do. So yeah, that's really key for me. One of the biggest principles in network marketing is simply how many people can you talk to and reach out to. And the CRM is keeping me consistent at reaching out to lots of people. So yeah, that's by next Wednesday, I would like to say that I am back in the habit of clicking on all of my tasks, at least by the end of a week, and also adding at least 10 more a week into that task list. So right now they're all in there, but I'm not seeing them if I haven't put a task to them.
Yeah,
so
gotcha.
That's what I'm
I'm
doing.
starting to understand that, Linda. I get it.
Yeah.
Good job. You're doing well. What we got, Jim? You?
Yeah, I'm next on the chopping block. And I was set up to 2 block times for one-on-ones, and I had 2 one-on-ones already. One this morning and one about 3 days ago. So I
Good
set
for you.
up the time. I made sure it's on my calendar, and so I don't forget. And I didn't forget any of them. So
He's smiling.
Isn't it wonderful when you block the time and that's your time? No more. What day? Let's see. I'm available Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. You have those times, and they said yes, right?
Yeah.
yeah, good. Some of it, one of them had to be a little flexible, but
Yeah.
I was like, because I was going to be somewhere, and I said, well, I'll have time. And it was a phone call one-on-one. So I was driving back and I called the person that made it. And so it worked out really good.
Yay.
So Jim, tell Diane you're in Wisconsin. Am I wrong?
Again,
Where are you?
Alabama, Alaska, Arizona, Arkansas.
Where are you, Jim? I'm totally confused.
Think of the arch.
Oh,
St.
St.
Louis.
Louis, Missouri. So sorry.
Matter
Okay.
of fact, tomorrow I'll be on the inside the arch. My niece is out here visiting from Connecticut. I haven't seen her in 3 years. I keep telling her I got meetings. She goes, what meetings? You're retired. But
No, you're busier than ever. Well, the reason he was in Indianapolis area, and a lot of us knew him, and he moved during the pandemic world. And because of the virtual, we can still connect with Jim. It's so wonderful. So
don't miss a beat.
yeah, I thought, actually, I'm pretty proud of you. I don't know.
Thank you.
Yes, I'm extremely excited. Well, let's, thank you. We are happy you're here, Diane. And what we usually do, and we're kind of a little out of order here. Not really. We try to cover our commitments that we made last week. And then at the end, we talk about what we'd like to commit for next week. And because you weren't here before, Diane, we just, if you want to think about it, we're just going to touch on this really quick. I was telling Linda, we have a lot of things I'd like to bring up. I don't know if you could, no, you can't see that. Let me really quickly, I'm going to go back here and share my screen one more time. Let's see. Yeah, this is today. Can you all see it now or no? Yes, you can. So I am actually going to squish it down though, because what I wanted to talk, I didn't want to stop sharing it. And that's not what I meant. I wanted to, here we go. All right. Now you can see it, right? All right, that's the small part. What we've been talking about, just really quick, I want to talk about, and I know it'd be better if we could do it large, but we've been talking about fun. I'm sorry?
Click on slideshow.
I know, but I'm afraid if I do, well,
No,
I
it'll stay
can't.
the same size.
I can't actually do it because the stupid thing pops up at the bottom and it's crazy. But anyway, let me just say, we're talking about these different success principles. And last week when we were all here and Angie was the one who was gone, Angie had been talking the week before about her vision of what, her future, she and her husband were trying to do. And so what I wanted to just really quickly touch on is that one of the things is deciding what you want. And that's what we talked about a little bit last week. I would encourage you, if you have not really thought about it, I'm a success principles trainer. I know all this stuff, but it's still deciding what you want and envisioning what it is you want and writing it down is tough. I mean, obviously Angie knew, she and her husband have been thinking about this. I don't know if that vision you had, Angie, is for 5 years down the road or 10 years. I think you said it was when all your children are out of school.
Yes.
Okay, good. I was listening. So
And we're starting now, but
Right.
have it all done and set up the way we want it. Yes, that's kind of the time frame. And my youngest has 8 more years till she graduates high school.
Okay, cool.
So
So she had shared about the different things that they were, in their plan or their vision, and that's deciding what you want. And I had said last week, I'm just going to read this really quick. There's different areas. So, when you think about it, your finances, your career, your free time, how you want to feel health-wise, your relationships with family, friends, spouse, personal arena, what do you want to be doing do you want to go back to school? That kind of personal growth. What do you want to do with your church? Do you want to start meditation? And then the 7th one is community. And I think that's, do you want to get involved in your community? Do you want to be involved with maybe nonprofit work? What is it that you want to do? So those are all part of it. I am going to jump over I just encourage you, please spend some time thinking about that. If you really get into the Jack Canfield success principles, he's got so much on all of that. And there are so many things we can learn from that book. This is just funny. I don't know if you can read this, but this was at the bottom of his page. And this goes into our number 4 principle is believe it's possible. And if you don't believe it, nobody else is going to believe it. I don't know if you can see that, but they're books for self-help, and then says bestseller, visualize success. And the guy says, I can't see that working for me. I thought it was funny. So I posted that. All right, it's not that funny. Okay. Anyway, I just thought that was funny. But when he's talking about believing it's possible, you get what you expect. I mean, if you're not expecting great things, then you're not going to get it. gotta believe. You've just got to believe. Napoleon Hill, Think and Grow Rich. His quote is, you can be anything you want to be, even if you believe with, oh, I'm sorry, wait, let me read that again. You can be anything you want to be if only you believe with sufficient conviction and act in accordance with your faith. For whatever the mind can conceive and believe, the mind can achieve. That's Napoleon Hill. You have to believe in yourself and go for it. Believe even when you don't know how the requirements will be met. I said that last week, talk about a GPS. Just put it out there and don't try to figure out the how. Just say this is what you want and go for it. Let's see, what were the other? Believe, don't even know what the requirements were. It's not what you don't know that holds you back. It's what you do know that isn't true. So it's things that you believe that are true that are not true, that actually are going to hold you back. Here's what I read last week. Believe in yourself. You have to believe in yourself. This is Max Lucado, and Max Lucado, I think. He's the Purpose Driven Life author. And I would encourage you, if you've never read The Purpose Driven Life, you weren't an accident. You weren't mass produced. You aren't an assembly line product. You were deliberately planned, specifically gifted and lovingly positioned on earth by the master craftsman, and that's Max Lucado. Believing in yourself is an attitude. The choice of what you believe is completely up to you. When he was doing the Fundamentals for Success book, the Success Principles, and this is a chapter, he said he interviewed hundreds of super successful people, and their common thing that they told him was, I was not the most gifted or talented person in my field, but I chose to believe anything was possible. I studied, practiced, and worked harder than others, and that's how I got to where I am. And I would say, if you've not read that somewhere, go out there and research successful people. Most of them will say that. And like I said, the choices of what you believe is up to you. You have to give up the phrase, I can't. Literally, the phrase, when you say I can't, it weakens you. We'll talk more about that, but it disempowers you and it makes you weaker. He does some things in his workshops where he says negative things to people like, I can't. I can't do this, I can't do that. And when they're actually standing there he's pushing down on their arms, they weaken when he says negative things about them. And I can't is right up there at the top. Couple things, don't waste years believing you can't. It's never too late. Jane Fonda says it's never too late to start over, never too late to be happy. And Julia Child, just an example, she was almost 40 before she was 51 before she became a household name. Susan Boyle, which I don't know how many of you know her, but 48-year-old amateur, and she won the Britain's Got Talent. Let's see, Ray Kroc was 52 when he founded the McDonald's. Let's see, so many more, and you can read a bunch of those. You're never too young to start. He even talks about that there are people who start things when they're very young, as well as very old. So, and don't assume you need a college degree. And what others think about you is none of your business. Have you all heard that before? Mm-hmm. It's what you believe, and it's not what others believe about you. There is a quote in here, and I'm going to find it really fast. If I can't find it, I will give it up. But there is a quote from one of the Williams sisters that I thought was really great, but now I can't find it. So we won't go there. So I just wanted to encourage you, believe in yourself. And then 2 weeks from now, we're going to dig into the law of attraction. And we are all talking about the accountability end of goal setting. And that's number 6 and number 7. But if you don't believe in yourself, then nobody else will. I mean, that's the bottom line. I know there's a great quote and I can't find it. So I want to leave you with that, and just knowing that we're going to talk about the law of attraction and the whole idea of what you think about, talk about, believe strongly about, and feel intensely about, you will bring about. If you think you're worthless, more than likely, you probably are going to manifest that, right? So did Jim leave us? Or did I?
Yeah,
Okay.
family calls.
Okay. All right. So what do we have that anybody, I mean, any thoughts on what I just shared? Or any thoughts about, I mean, those are basic, some of the basic things to really doing what you guys are doing and building a business. Any thoughts, or would you, oh, here it is. Venus Williams, you have to believe in yourself when no one else does. That's what makes you a winner. I thought that was actually good. So,
Awesome.
yes.
I agree with all of that. Yeah,
Good.
the fact is, if we don't have that positive mind,
Say it again, Danielle, you're freezing on us.
Skittles and all the things. Oh boy.
Say it again. That's
Can you
okay.
hear
Say
me
it
well?
again.
No. Okay. I said I agree with you wholeheartedly as far as, we do have to have that positive mindset, and we have to set a target as far as what we anticipate achieving, because if we don't, if we just know what we want, but we don't look for it, we don't try to feel what it feels like to have it, we don't, start acting accordingly, then we will never have it, no matter how much we try to manifest it ourselves. And funny enough, it's easy to see the blue skies and then, look around and see the smog, but we have to keep on getting past the smog. It's just,
Uh-oh. Oh, we're losing her. Sorry. I don't know
you
how,
don't break free.
Yeah, Danielle, unfortunately you've frozen a couple times, but I don't know how you've done what you've done by yourself without a positive mindset. Because
Thank you.
when we first started talking, I was just like, oh my gosh, and you have a YouTube channel and you've got all these things that you're doing. So I think that's amazing. Any other, you said something and I was going to say something there, but I can't remember what it was. I can't remember. Anything else? Anybody? Thoughts? Nope. I don't know how, and go ahead, Diane, sure.
Oh, I was just going to say, as I told Jennifer, I've done a couple of Tony Robbins this year, and it's been life-changing for me. As far as it wasn't an aha moment, it was just kind of like an inner shift in confidence. And one thing that I keep coming back to is getting rid of your limiting beliefs, because they do hold you back. So replacing those with positive beliefs and then taking massive action on those beliefs. So.
That brought me back to the thought I had. Larry Levine spoke to us a couple of weeks ago, and I was, oh my goodness, limiting beliefs. You just said it. Gosh, oh yes. So in our mastermind, my brain, in our mastermind with Larry Levine's group, I was saying that every time it says you can do anything if you believe it. And I've always said, well, okay, I've kind of taken it and said, well, then wait a minute. Physically, I don't think I'm ever going to skydive. I don't think I'm ever going to, ski down a mountain or anything. I have bad knees. I have pins in both knees. I have to have them replaced. in my mastermind with Larry Levine's group, which is the Selling from the Heart insiders group that he talked about, the one lady, Jackie Joy, who's presented to some of our groups, she said, well, I beg to disagree with you. And I said, really? And then she said, think about the people, and it's right with Diane, you know, it's a mindset. I'm limited by what I think I can't do with my knees. Now, if I got my knees fixed, or if let's say well, it's gross. Let's say I didn't have any, you know, I didn't even have use of my legs. How many Special Olympians and people are out there? Maybe Special Olympics is not but how many people go out and they do unbelievable physical things with you know, and you're thinking, how could they do that? And I mean, and they weren't necessarily those athletes before or, you know, they were born with, you know what I'm saying? So when she said that, I said, you know, I think you're right. I mean, I've always looked at it as though I'm very limited because of my knees and I wouldn't do it, but it's fear. It's not that I might physically be able to do it, but it's convincing this thing up here that I can do it. I've spent, I won't tell you, 58 years thinking I can't because I couldn't. If I got those knees fixed or if I just had the right mindset, maybe I could. And now I might be screaming all the way down because I'm miserable as I'm falling. And, you know, but I mean, that was when Jackie said that. I said, you know what? You're the first person that's ever said that to me, and it made sense. Because I always thought, that whole thing, you can do anything you put your mind to. I'm like, no, wait a minute. Can we? I mean, but even those physical limitations.
You know, you have to have the desire too.
Yes,
I
exactly.
had a
That's what
similar
I'm saying.
situation, good 15 more years ago. I've never been a runner. I've never enjoyed running. I envy people who love running and do it well. It's such a great endorphin thing. You know, I had a friend who was a marathon runner, and I said, you know what, can you train me to just do a 5K just because I want to see if I enjoy it the way you all do. And 2 weeks into training, my knees were killing me. And so I went to the orthopedic, and they did the thing where they figure out what's going on and why is running hurting your knees so bad. And he said, I can fix this. He said, but you don't sound like you really want to be a runner. And it's probably not worth going through all of that unless you really wanted to be a runner. And I'm like, I didn't really want to be a runner. I wanted to try it. So it was possible and I could do it, but it wasn't what I desired that much. So you really have to have that desire. And then, yeah, I mean,
right.
Especially when you're talking physically, there's so many things medically that can be done. If you really want it and you have the finances and the mindset and the will and the desire, you can do it. But those are all obstacles that not everybody is able to overcome unless your desire. You might have to prioritize. If you want to have a $10,000 surgery because you really want to be a runner, then you're gonna have to prioritize things that you're spending money on so you can pay for that surgery. You know what I mean?
Yes, exactly. So I guess that's exactly what Diane was saying, right? It's a mindset. It's way beyond me. I mean, to think, I've always said, no, I'm not going to ski down. I'm not going to do that. I'm telling you ladies, don't worry. I'm never going to do that. You don't have to worry that I'm going to be carried away in an ambulance or anything from that. I'm not going to put myself through that. But there are things, if I got my knees fixed, that I might do. That's just not thrilling to me. But the whole thing, when Diane was telling me all the stuff that she's done, I was like, yeah, you need to come to our mastermind and chat with because that oh man, the mindset thing is so big. It's just, I always thought I had control of that. Now I'm not so sure after Jackie said that to me. Well, no, I beg to differ with you. If you really wanted it, you could do it.
Yes. The desire. I love that, Angie. Yep.
Yeah. So Diane, any other words of wisdoms from your Tony Robbins experience?
Oh, gosh, there were so many lessons. Another one, and I've been telling my 23-year-old daughter this, is that you need to guard the door to your mind, and that's not letting toxic people put negative thoughts in your head about what you can or cannot do, or who you are. And that's so important because you, as he says, you become like the people you associate with. So be careful who you hang out with.
Exactly.
You know, some people you just have to let go out of your life because they're just not good for you for a number of reasons.
I don't think, I'm sure somewhere in this book, wasn't Walt Disney like declined like oodles of times? I don't know if anybody knows those. Or Oprah Winfrey was fired. Like some, I mean, all these
Oh,
people
yeah,
that,
like her first job or something.
yeah, I
Her
mean, they
first
just,
journalist job.
yeah, and you know, and I mean, I know what was, there's other ones in the book. It's unbelievable, but those are the kind of things. And I do think that is such a big part of, you know, our success and our learning as far as our network has gone, is that there have been toxic people that have been part of it. And you can't always know that, unfortunately, but guarding, you know, knowing, and I guess that's where I want everybody to, I would like to think that even if you don't feel like you're really sure where you are, you don't have to have it all figured out. That's one thing about this that'll be fun, or I think is fun when you get with other people. So we are going to, you know, get other people's ideas and input, maybe things that you thought weren't even possible in your business, or things that you could do. Maybe, you know, maybe somebody in this group is going to be that they're going to not loan you, they're going to share something with you that, you know, opens up a whole new thing that you had no clue was even there. So, I mean, I look at all of you and I think about all of you have opened up doors for me, people I know. And Danielle, we're going to get more. I mean, Diane, we've just started to chat, but we're going to take, I am going to, since Captain Commitment left us, I am going to write down commitments for next week. And Linda is going to be sharing some information, her wisdom next week, same time, same, what is it? Same bat time, same bat channel or whatever. But what can you, so what we try to do with this is just come up with something that's bite-sized that, you know, because even, you know, how cool it was when you guys were going around, and Danielle said she only got 1 of 3. She has 1 done that she didn't have done last week, you know? I mean, that's cool, you know? I mean, that's what it's all about. And we're not here, we're just here to say, kind of be pushing yourself a little because it is a week. But on the other hand, you know, don't beat yourself up if you don't get it all done. You're further ahead if you did anything. And okay, so who wants to go first?
Well, I can jump in because mine's easy. I'm just going to finish my list of topics because I got halfway through it. So,
okay. All right. So you had 26 that you were trying, but you had 13.
Yep.
13 more to go on your free topics. Free talks is what I meant.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right. I am saving, I know a lot of, or you've put some different things in here on the chat. I'm saving the chat and I'll send that out so everybody has that to look back. I know you can click on a chat or a link in a chat and it'll open up, but you know, anyway, I'm sending that to you. And then everybody's email will be on there too. So those that have said they want to touch base with each other, please do that. So who's next? We got Linda. Who's next?
Well, I already said I'm gonna have 10 more people in my task list.
You did.
by the
Yes,
end of
that's
next
right.
week.
10 more people in her task list. People. Okay. Who else?
I am going to summarize my podcast for next week and have it available for my listeners to download and print.
And did you put, Danielle, did you put your website in the chat or
I
the,
didn't.
It's a Google Doc and we have to have access, but I just sent a message requesting access. So you probably will
Okay.
get an email and then you can go in and
okay,
allow access. I think that's how that works.
okay, I
Thank
see
you.
what you're saying. Okay,
Yeah. Okay. Thank you for letting me know.
okay. And I just, yeah, so I mean, want to make sure everybody can check out different stuff. Okay, who else? Let's see. Danielle's going to summarize her podcast for next week, right?
Right. And have a downloadable takeaway for my listeners.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right.
Because I
That's
promised
cool.
them already.
They love you. I don't think they're going to get
Nothing
too-
like accountability.
yeah, the
Yeah. I mean,
accountability.
when you say it out loud.
Your audience.
Okay, so let's see. We got that Nicole. I was going to call you Nikki. Why was I going to do that?
Hey, I was Nikki back in college. That's
Okay,
you know,
that
years
was
ago.
weird.
But yeah, I can I'm refining mine. So newsletter is what I would like to do, and I want to incorporate the sock, the Sundown cards.
I think what you'll find is when you get in there, you're going to find the material that they're giving you.
So good.
It's
Yes.
good, and it could just be something that you just add your little, they write the whole thing.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
those
yeah.
of you that are going to receive the
Right?
email for the newsletter from Nicole, just know that a lot of the material is provided.
Part of it
by-
is borrowed.
But you could very easily personalize it. It's so easy. So good for you. Good for you.
Okay.
Diane, I know you don't know if you're going to ever come back because these crazy people are weirdos, but no, they're good people. But do you want to give us something that we can all reach? I mean, we'd love to have you come back. So if you have, do you have something that you would like to share that is your goal for a week?
My goal for the week is to get ready for this real estate conference. So I need to get new business cards made because mine, I want to have the backside white so that people can write on it. Right now
Right.
it's not. And I also want to get all my, I'm in the process of doing a self-directed IRA so I can be a private money lender to other real estate investors. So I want to have that all done before I go to the conference. So I need to contact some people and find out how to do that.
And that's the end of your, end of the month is when you go to your
20th. Yeah.
20. So possibly you could join us next Wednesday or next week and give us the scoop on that, right? And catch what Linda's doing. And what was I going to say? Okay, so I don't know what Jim's going to do, but I would just tell you for my what I would like, I'm working on, and Linda is helping me immensely, even though she probably thinks, what? Crazy woman. But there's just, she's helping me refine mine or zero in. And I feel like I'm closer than I've ever been to really having this all figured out. So I don't even know if I'll ever have it all figured out. I feel like I'm getting there. So when he was talking about, what did he say it was? What did he say my goal was? I can't even remember what my goal was. Mine was something, I don't remember what he said. Darn, now that doesn't help me much, does it? I can't remember what it was.
Your 12-month calendar.
Oh, 12 months, that's right, the 12-month calendar. That I will, and Nicole, I just wanted, Nicole and I need, our meetings have kind of gotten screwed up, but we are going to, Jack Canfield has a 12-month calendar where every month he's giving you different things. And I would encourage you, if you've never, and if you can listen to this, I think you can listen to it. It's a heck of a book though. But anyway, there is and it wasn't ready, it wasn't available when I got my certification, but now it's available where there's literally there's so many things he tells you every month. You know, there should be a new success habit that you're trying to do. You should have certain days that you're doing, you know, preparation. Certain days you're presenting. Other days you rest. You take off like Angie did. A lot of us don't do that, you know, and when you do, you feel guilty, like I was on Monday with my grandchildren. But then again, it was like, I had the best visit with my grandchildren I think I've had yet, because I wasn't trying to multitask. And it was like, oh man, you know, if you can just do that. So anyway, this success calendar, he breaks it out and he really gives you a bunch of places where you, and that's what our goal would be for, and it'll be something that'll, you know, I'm not going to say I came up with it, but it'll be something we'll adapt a little bit for the TTR and the mastermind and everything. So thank you very much, everybody, for being on. Very, very much. I know it's 5 o'clock. I always hate to say goodbye. Anybody have a any kind of thought or anything that you would like to leave with us?
I just want to say thank you for having me, and I've enjoyed meeting you all. I love the energy and the laughter and the joy in this group. Really
We're
nice.
so glad you visited us. We hope you come back.
Yes, we're a bunch of crazy people in the now, and it's I'm glad, because I always feel kind of sorry for people when they join us, because they don't realize that a lot of us know each other for a while.
For a long time.
Yes. Wait a minute. No, we're not that old. But like
7 years, Jennifer.
Angie's a member of our networking leadership, as Nicole is, and Linda has been around for a while now. So, I mean, we all see, and I know Jim for years. Danielle kind of just came in and joined us, and she hasn't, and it's 10 o'clock there. So for her, it's late. So when we were saying it was dark, it's like, it is dark and everybody else in her house is sleeping. So it's pretty awesome that she makes time to do this.
So are you 5
love
hours
it.
later than we are, Danielle?
I would say so. It's 5 o'clock. Yeah, 5 hours. Hello. Math is easy.
Right?
It's 10 p.m. there now, and it's 5 here.
Indeed.
in
Yes,
Eastern time.
exactly.
Okay.
I always sit on Pacific time. So I'm like, no, it's 9 hours. It's
Right.
9.
Yeah, we're all on Eastern, so that's throwing you from what you're used
It really
to.
does. It does.
I thought you were, I was thinking you were 10 o'clock when we started. It's 10 o'clock now.
Oh no. Oh yeah. No, 10 o'clock was the last time. No. We started at 11 o'clock last time in the other group.
Oh, yeah, because they started at 11, they started at 6. She visited one of our TTR groups that are only evening group. And she joined us for a visitor day, and we're all like, well, that's pretty cool. But then we all figured out that, oh my gosh, it was 11 o'clock and everybody else in her family is asleep. It is funny, if you're ever on a call, like send out cards and just saying they have people all over the world. And there are women who are in, mostly women that are in, where is it? Like Australia? Australia is like the middle of the night. So they get up in the middle of the night to be on these calls. And it's dedication, Danielle. Thank you very much. And thank you all for being here. I will send out my number one thing, believe in yourself. If you don't believe in yourself, nobody else is going to. We're going to talk more about that. Just what you feed your mind is what comes out. So don't, if you can't believe in what you're doing or what, then we need to work on it. So next time we were going to meet with Linda, and I don't know what she's going to talk about. So it'll be exciting, but I'll send you out the information to join us next week. And thank you so much. Everybody be safe, please. Stay healthy.
Bye.
Good to see you.
Bye.
Bye, guys. Share. Ladies.